Hey everyone, it is High here bringing another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be discussing LR, Kale, and Caulifla. That's right, they have arrived on Global finally. And we're going to be doing an in-depth breakdown along with some team builds, of course. So with that, if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Still on that road to 50,000. We are so close to hit that goal by the end of the year. So hopefully you can subscribe or share. And always shout out to DBZ Space and the Dokkan Wiki for info and images provided. Boy, it's about time. It's been approximately, 7 to 8 months since the release on JP, and this broken unit is what we're going to be talking all about. So let's go ahead and start with just the stats and doing the breakdown, the general breakdown here. So first and foremost, this is the strongest pair in the universe, Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla and Super Saiyan 2 Kale. It is a AGL Super LR. It is going to be, summonable. You got to summon for this bad boy. It's not free to play or anything like that. And we're going to be full on doing a breakdown of the super attack and passive skills. So first we're going to look at some of the other stats here. First and foremost is the leader skill, join forces category Ki +4, HP attack and defense 130%, or super AGL Ki +4, HP attack and defense 100%. So the leader skill in and itself, join forces, doesn't have anything above 130% at this point in time. No 150, no 170. If it ever got a 150 or 170, that team is going to be crazy because the units on that team is just tremendous. But even if you run it at a Ki +4 130%, it's still really good. You got LR Super Vegito, Gogeta, Friku, things of that nature. So I'll definitely be running the Join Forces team on there. We'll see if it cracks the best team spot, but all in all, the leader skill is good, not like amazing, right? It's not a 150, it's not a 170, but it's probably one of the better 130s out there. Now on top of that, let's go ahead and look at, we're going to skip the super attack and passive skill. We're, like I said, doing a full breakdown on that. Let's look at the link skills. It's Super Saiyan, Battlefield, Diva, Prepare for Battle, Warriors of Universe 6, Terminative Power, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. You're going to see in the passive, this unit really isn't having any issues getting the maximum amount of ki, right? So if you're running with Tournament of Power and Prepare for Battle, it's going to be, linking up very well with a lot of different units. So you don't really have to worry about the links. The links are pretty solid there. It does have Super Saiyan to buff up a little bit, and Fierce Battle, of course, on the attack boost. So really good link skills for the teams that it would normally run on, right? So let's go ahead and move on to the categories. The categories of Peppy Gals makes Peppy Gals so much better. Universal Survival Saga, we'll talk about that, and of course the introduction of Super Saiyan Blue Cow Ken on Global. Huge benefit here, in my opinion. They are releasing at the perfect time because that team is amazing for this unit. You got Pure Saiyans, Full Power, Join Forces, and then Universe 6. The key meter is actually, you can in a sense get 30 key max, because like I said, we'll talk about the passive skill, getting that additional 6, so it's 24 plus 6 is 30. It used to be some benefit there. I think they fixed it on JP. Don't know if they've done that on Global yet, so we'll actually see when that happens. And then finally the stats, great stats, 22,000 for HP, attack a little bit over 20,000 there, and defense 15,000 is quite incredible. But man, it's this unit is amazing because of its super attack and passive skills. So let's go ahead and break that down. Let's talk about the SA. The super attack isn't as impressive as it used to be, right? So the super attack here just raises defense and causes colossal damage to the enemy for the 12 key, and then for the 18 it raises defense and causes colossal damage to the enemy, which is basically the Kaioken mechanic for defense. Raises defense by 30% indefinitely. Now back in April 2019, when this unit was actually introduced, there's only a handful of units that were able to have this stackable defensive ability. As you can see, Goku Black and Mira there, Super Mira, those two had a 50% boost. Then you only had 3 units that were able to get a 30% boost, where Transformation Vegeta is not indefinitely, right? It's just at up to his Super Saiyan Blue stage. So that was it. You only got 3. And then TURs, that is. I'm not talking basic SSRs and things of that nature. I know I have Mira up there, but Mira is a 50% boost there. But then you have a small batch of 20% back in April of 2019. Let's fast forward now today. Today, there's quite a bit more, right? So Mira and Goku Black are still the only 50%, but you have 2 LRs that are 30% now. You have AGL Super Saiyan Gohan as the other one that can stack 30%, and then these other units here stack 30% as well. Like I already mentioned, Transformation Vegeta, but you have Namek Goku in the Super Saiyan stage. Then you have a bunch of Extreme Z Awaken. Global doesn't have Piccolo yet, but he's stackable as well. You got the Krillin, you got free to play Trunks as the costume Great Saiyan Man. So it's a lot more currently right now with a 30% boost. But then even if you add the 20% on there, look at all these other units. I know you can probably barely see that. Let me kind of blow it up a little bit. Raises attack, defense 20% there. That's a little screenshot from the Dokkan Wiki. So there's a lot more stackable units now these days than it used to be. So it's not as impressive as back it was released in April, but it's still really good. Having that 30%, which is the second best boost on a LR at 15,000 defense already, is quite incredible. But you know, the funny thing is, this unit kind of doesn't need it, because its passive is really where this unit is broken. So let's talk about the passive. So here's part 1 of the passive, okay? There's two parts of this. First one is attack and defense 66% and can launch an additional attack. All right, this is a guarantee additional attack here. And why is that important? Because that additional attack basically helps out everything else. Okay, so the next part to this passive skill is +1 a key up to 6 and a chance to evade enemies attack, including super attacks, +6% up to 66%, which each attack performed. Given the fact that this automatically gives you 2 attacks, it cuts down, you know, if this was just only 1 attack here, you would have to do 6 attacks for key +1 and then 10 attacks for +6. But now you only need 4 turns, because you cut everything in half. 4 turns to maximize your 6 key, and then you have 5 turns because you're going to do 2 attacks on those as well, and you're going to get 66 max to evade. 66% is crazy, right? Along with a defensive stacking mechanic, it's, you know, that's where it becomes broken. Now, you know, like the legendary Goku event, things of that nature, you can't evade, but that's, you know, makes this unit do double duty there. But still, that by the time you get to the Master Ultra Instinct stage, the Ultra Instinct stage, your defense is going to be stacked up so high, it doesn't matter. You can or cannot evade there. So, but anyway, yeah, so that's incredible. But there's more to this. It says here, launch an additional super attack when there is a Universal Survival Cycle or Pure Saiyans category enemy. And guess what? Goku is a Pure Saiyans category enemy, and technically he's also a Universal Survival Saga at UI stage. So it even cuts it shorter time for the boost to make it there, and that's 2 turns to max out the key, and then 3 to 4 turns to max out evade. That's just crazy. It's just nuts. So this is passive skill. This is part 1. If they just had this, it would be, you know, pretty solid. Wouldn't be doing that much damage, but the defense and the key is incredible. Now, once again, where this makes this unit incredibly broken is part 2 that this passive skill is plus 10% per Universe 6, Join Forces, and Pure Saiyans category ally on the team. And the key thing here is the word and. And this is where I think the devs made a mistake and caused this unit to be absolutely broken, because they used that word and, not or. I'll talk about or in a second, but and Universe 6, Join Forces, and Pure Saiyans, meaning if you have a unit that has all 3, you get a 30% boost, right? 30% boost. So just if you ran Kale and Caulifla itself, that's all you did is run LR Kale and Caulifla, and then put a bunch of Universe 6 Join Forces or Pure Saiyans, or not and, you'll have a minimum boost of 90%. Alright, minimum boost to 90% attack. However, if you can get all 3 of those on every single ally, which is 7 in total, you can get a max of 210% attack boost. Unfortunately, there's no team that actually can run that. You can max out at 170 is the best team you can run. I'll show you what team that is. But still, if you were able to max it out, it's +6 to ki, 276% to attack, 66% to evade, and then 30% infinite defensive stack per SA. If you just look at that, that's just broken. It's crazy broken. But like I said, you cannot max it out at 276. 170 is the max boost you can run, and this is basically the team that you can run. So the team you can run that can get the 170% max boost is a Join Forces team. And what you're going to be doing is LR Extra Crispy is like what I call her. So LR Kale and Caulifla is going to be your leader. You're going to run 2 of those, of course, and in a Join Forces team here. And then you're also then going to run the TUR and the SSR. This is really the way to then boost up the attack to the max. So you're going to have to run all those here, and then you're going to be running LR Friku, you're running Magetta, and Botamo, and then you're going to be running the Broly and the Paragus there. So if you ran this, your LR Kale and Caulifla, your Extra Crispy there is a max attacks buff of 236%, which is that 170. The TUR is going to be at 179, the SSR is going to be 152, which is still, it's just absolutely incredible. Now, Join Forces is really fun because you have a lot of these other units that you can run on this team here that are, like I said, Join Forces, and really nice units to run on this team. So, but I like this team. If you ran it like this, and if you are lucky enough to pull 3 of these units, 3 copies to run the SSR TUR and the LR, and then you can get up to 236%. Now, if you said, you know what, I can't run this team, well, you can then run a Pure Saiyans team with transforming Vegeta here, and you can get up to 150%, right? So which is 216% to the attack on the LR, 165 to the TUR, and 140 to the SSR, which isn't bad. This is a fantastic team as well. Once again, really heavy on LR Kale and Caulifla, the TUR and SSR on here as well, but you do have some alts that you can run on this as well. So, and then finally, the brand new team, the Representative Universe 7 and Universal Survival Saga, this team can run to that 140 spot, which is a 206% buff to your LR. Once again, you're running the TUR and SSR, so 158 is your buff for the TUR, and then 134 to attack. So this team here is an interesting team you can run, but probably not as optimal as probably what you think. So I will have some other team builds that you can run that probably run a little bit better. But yeah, this is what you can do with this crazy passive with this and. The and is the broken piece to this unit here. Now, because I really think they should have just did or, right? And I think the devs wanted this unit to be a or, not and, which the max boost then would be only 70% to attack. But 70%, if you're able to max it all out, it was fairly easy because you just need Universe 6, Join Forces, or Pure Saiyans, or once again, it doesn't boost up to 30% if you have all 3. At that max at 70%, every team that you're going to run on is probably going to get that full max there. So, which is going to be 136 to attack. So even if you had a unit that had +6 to ki, 136% to attack, 66 to evade, infinite stack of 30% defense. I'm not even talking about the additional attack, right? The additional attack and the additional super if you are fighting against Universal Survival Saga or Pure Saiyans. That would have been incredibly strong. However, they said they wanted to do and. I think it was an error, it was a mistake, and this is why this unit is so overpowered. So what can you do on various different teams? Well, the cool thing is you can run a U6 team. A U6 team is runnable here. Same thing if you're running LR KALE CAULIFLA, the LR TUR, and the SSR, but you have a lot of other alternates that you can run here. You can run KALE CAULIFLA, the Super Saiyans, the base forms. You can run the new units on there, or a bunch of other units you can see here. But I think they're better teams. I think one of the best teams you can run LR KALE CAULIFLA on is the Pure Saiyans team, and this team is just beastly. Due to the fact that these 4 LRs on main rotations are just going to do incredible amount of damage. Now, LR KALE CAULIFLA is going to be only getting 166% to attack, which you're like, oh, well, only, right? Yeah, it's still incredible that they're getting that much. But with that 66% to evade and that infinite 30% to defense, it's still a fantastic spot for it to run on a main rotation. Now, it doesn't link overly well with Broly, but you know, that's Broly anyway, so he doesn't have too many key links. So if you don't have Tech LR Broly, then you can just run the TUR, right? So you can always run the TUR with LR KALE CAULIFLA. It's really beneficial for both units. So in this case here, you'll bump it up to 186% to attack, and yeah, that's not too shabby. So the last team you can run is the team that you can run exclusively right now on Global. It will come to JP sooner or later, but on Global you're going to be running Representatives Universe 7 and Universal Survival Saga, and this team I think is pretty great. So now of course normally you would run MVP 17 with LR Freeku, but because you do want to have a little bit of extra that 10% to attack and defense, if you want it, you're gonna run hit in that spot versus MVP 17, so just to get that extra 10%. And then of course you're running the TUR LR combination there, and then your flex, that CAULIFLA there, you can pretty much put any other unit in there and you'll get a pretty nice buff. So in this case scenario, you're now bumped up to 196% to attack for LR KALE CAULIFLA. So pretty awesome, and just like I said, overall just overly broken. Now really this unit is designed for end game content, so Dokkan Battle, Dokkan events, you'll scream right through it. But for Legendary Goku event, this unit is just crushes that. So with the dodging, and then by the time he gets to UI Goku, she's just monstrous. Super Battle Road, you can run Universal Survival Saga, Full Power Pure Saiyans, and Peppy Gals, so beneficial for those as well. Now she's not going to lead really any of those because her leader skill is just Join Forces, and there's not a Join Forces Super Battle Road, so that is some limitation when it comes to LR KALE CAULIFLA. So anyway, yeah, broken unit. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this breakdown with some team builds and the in-depth analysis to this unit. It is an incredible unit. Horrible banner that's going to be on. We'll see. Actually, we don't know the full details on the banner, but good luck summoning for this unit if you are going for this unit. This is a luxury unit, right? It's going to be a luxury banner, LR banner, so it is a luxury unit. But those who enjoy some luxury, then you will be happy to pick up this strongest duo, this LR KALE CAULIFLA Extra Crispy. With that, thank you guys for watching. If you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. And yeah, if you're an OG, thank you for your continued support. Hit that notification button to stay up to date with my videos. Once again, thank you for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.